Hello, everyone. Sorry I'm late. I'll wait till everyone's here and I'll talk. Hi, guys. Sorry I'm a little late. I got a little distracted reading prophecies about myself. Uh, you can't make this stuff up. It's like the whole manga thing about the earthquakes. Maybe one of them. I wonder if there's prophecies about me. I wish I didn't look. Oh, they're written. They're written a bunch of times from different people. It's like oh, we like him. He's poor, just like us. I kid you not. It's like, oh, it's like so disappointing. It's like that's not the fortune you want to read about yourself. Look at it that way. You expect it to say, um, you expect it to say, oh, I don't know. I think a few people left. I think, oh no, he's really um, um, losing it now. He's like, no, 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 no. Uh, kind of, maybe. I mean, I'm still like reading. I'm just like, I'm still looking. I'll tell you guys. I mean, the interview, it's on, um, yeah, I'll send it. If we believe it should come back up. Uh, I mean, it depends. Let's see. Birth and first decade, key prophet during both literal or social upheaval. Uh, no, no inherited priestly line. Family sees you as odd but bright outlier. And youth, they go youth and early training. Reads the river behind the squirrel. Restlessness until basic water breath practice is found. Then, oh, personality. It says laughing sternness, humor plus uncompromising ethics. Uh, Encounters false healer scandals that trigger vow of radical transparency. Light bringer both inside and out. So it says arrives as scholar, not shrine priest. It says this brings Amiterasu's fire across borders. Initial public work. Nightly breath and water, Misogi ripples made of tide. First rejection, wave from clergy. Animals calm during streams. Three faint lit wrist lines appear. I have those. Um, Ageless healer and laughing sternness. Productive after sunset, silent at dawn. Learning style, trust, live, practice, reads the river, confirms with books later, flashes in pattern insight. No, it's not. Let me get the actual. I made notes. It's his adversary. There's a mirror that answers back. It says the chief obstacle will be a person or movement that copies my language while draining anonymity from followers. It says do not duel in public. Keep refining transparency until the mirror shows its cracks. Mastery of a silent art. It said the line is writes light into water. Mastery of a silent art. Brush calligraphy over water or breath pattern in fog. Unlocks the next layer of practice. Um, The purified, I don't say it, I do not have a name, speaks like water falling on stone, soft yet reshapes it. Breath is the true tool. Words, words ride the breath. A face, a face older than the mirror, younger than dawn, ageless rather than beauty. So thanks a lot. Thanks a lot, prophecy. Laughing sternness, a mix of easy humor and uncompromising standards. Carries a scent of rivers not yet crossed. Reads the river before the scroll. When offered, when offered a throne of salt, he must pour it back into the sea. It's like, oh, that sucks. Then there's tongues of soot that cling to clean robes. So there's going to be false accusations, rumors of cult activity, plagiarism claims, or hostile YouTube reactions, I think. Golden rope offered by a dark hand. Investors wanting to monetize a channel, followers begging for exclusive paid tiers, media offers trading debt for spectacle. Yeah. Wields a three-edged sword. Critique, practice, and compassion in equal measure. Lose any one edge and the work dulls. I mean, that means according to the prophecy, I could keep bagging on Jerry Sargent. Don't mess with that guy. He will possess you. Faces two waves of rejection, first by official clergy, later by thrill seekers when novelty fades. We already see that, right? Gradually forms a circle of circles, independent groups that share principles, but owe no dues. Yeah, basically. Prophesied to step sideways. I guess I should probably start drawing and painting more. Maybe I could sell paintings. I don't know. Bears a dual gaze, one eye on Japan, one eye on the wider world. Lives outside the palace walls, yet is recognized by elders in private before the public knows. Accompanied symbolically or literally by a pillar of smoke or mist. Task is to hand the light on, not keep it. Prophecy warns against clutching the sun. That's from the returning light of Amitude, also prophecy. And then there's the great age of purification. Carries two elements, water, washing, and breath. A voice, spoken formula. Begins in small circles, then scales outward like ripples made tide. Sleeps little. Physical fatigue is treated as part of the offering. Is said to purify without condemning, exposes grime without shaming the person. So let's do the Miroku Air Forerunner. Wields a three-edged sword. Critique, yeah, I read that. Okay, so those are three. Let me see if I could. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, this is all speculation. My face on my pillow. No. Yeah, it's like three different places. Speculation. Mirror, a figure will copy your language, yet sell exclusivity, forcing you to prove transparency. Yeah, I think this is Bridge Nation. Test and challenge. Oh, there's like tests and challenges in G's book. In the Returning Light of Amaterasu, it's the test and challenges: gatekeeper suspicion, senior priest measure you for loyalty, nationalist test your Japanness, flame clutch at the moment you feel irreplaceable. The light is set to dim. Uh, Mirror critic. A figure will copy your language yet sell exclusivity, forcing you to prove transparency. Two waves of rejection. Established clergy threatened by loss of status. Two miracle hunters who drift away when they realize you refuse spectacle. Burnout threshold. Ink dries before the brush lifts. Signal to rest 3 days. Like two of them say that there's going to be like a rival that just like makes people pay them. I'm supposed to answer with public ledgers and free manuals. I was planning to do that anyway. Public fatigue. Some viewers will tire of daily discipline and chase a louder tears. Hold course. It says to hold course. Huh. Anyway, it's a lot actually. Sorry for it. You even see it says I sleep on my left side, which I do. It's like, what's that supposed to be? Like someone was watching me in my sleep through, yeah. Spiny, there's no face in my pillow. Yeah, I think that's saying a lot. So, of course. Anyway. You guys ready? Sorry for making you sit through that. Here we go. Amaterasu Miyoyano Kami no Misu Maru no Inochi Terashi Kuni Shizukanari Amaterasu Mi Oyano Kami no Mitsu Maru no Inochi Terashi Kuni Shizukanari Amaterasu Mi Oyano Kami no Mitsu Maru no Inochi Terashi Kuni Shizukanari Tsukiyomisu Mihoyano Kami no Ikke no Homo Suki ni Suzurite 鏡のことし月よみつみ親の神の一家の思う月にすずりて鏡のことし高天張にかむずまります。かむろき、かむろみのみこともして、すみみ、おゆかむ、いずなぎの神、つくしの、ひめかの、たちばなの、おごの、あぎがはりに、みそぎ、はらい、たまいし、ときに、はりませる。はらいどの、お神たち、もろもろのまがことつみかいりを。払いたまい清めたまいと回すことのよしよ。天つかみ、国つかみ、や、よりずの神たちともに生かします。かしこみ、かしこみ、も回す。たかあまはりにかむずまります。かむろき、かむろみのみこともして、すめみ、おやかむ、いずなぎの神つくしのひめかの立ちばなのほどのあわぎがはらにみそきはらいたまいしときにはれませる。はらいどのお神たちもろもろのまがことつみかいりをはらいたまいきよめたとまわすことのよしよ。天つかみ、国つかみ、やりずの神たちともに彦しめすと、かしこみかしこみもまうす。たかあまはりにかむずまります。かむろぎ、かむろみのみこともして、すめみ、おやかむ、いずなぎのおかみつくしの、ひめかの、たちばなの、おごの、あわぎがはらに、みそき、はらい、たまいし、ときに、ありませる。はらいどの、おかみたち、もろもろのまかごとつみかいりを、はらいたまいきやめたまいとまふことのよしよ。天つかみ、国つかみ、やりずの神たちともに彦しますと、かしこみかしこみもます。どうその神、あまていらします。せみみ神の耳にをしたいて教え導きのたまわけ。人はすなわち、神と神とのもとの主だり、何時らの真知の痛ましめることなかれ。この家に目にもろもろの風情を見て、心にもろもろの風情を見ず、耳にもろもろの風情を聞いて、心にもろもろの風情を聞かず、口にもろもろの風情を言って、心にもろもろの風情を言わず、身にもろもろの風情に触れて、心にもろもろの風情に触れず、心にもろもろの風情を求も、心にもろもろの風情を思わず、この時に清く潔きことあり、もろもろのどれは影と形のことし、清く清ければ汚れることなし、ことをてらばうべからず、皆花やりずの実となる。我が身はすなわち六根少女なり。六根少女なるがゆえに、構図の真空なになり。構図の真空なになるが、故になすところにこて成就せずということなし。無常霊法、真珠仏教、天上無休、名誉二章、金が律、払いたまい、清めたまい、守りたまい、先はいたまい、照らしたまい、導きたまい。 高めの針にかむずまります。セベン神たち、いやわらしたも、とけすの水の宝持ちで、あまてる国てるひけ雨のほあかり、くしたの、ねぎややひのみことに、続けたもこと教えてのたまわけ、今しこの水の宝持ちで、中作りに雨下り、あうひとぐそ沈め収めよ。あうひとぐそおよび、よりずのものの山のことあらば、神宝持ちで、下いた沈みに起きて、御霊沈みの祭りを、まして水の宝を振るべ、そのカムホギの言葉に曰く、火のい木のと、火のい火のと、土のい土のと、かのいかのと、水のい水のと、ひふみよ、いむ、なやこと。火のとふるべゆらゆら、かけ祈りせば、まかりともさらにきなんとしとも。神の神の身を闇ことのりかけともいて、神の岩、国になりて、河内の国の川上の光る画面に天下りましまして、大和の国、比企の山のふもと、白庭の影庭に移しましまして月祭りとも、なぜ聞いて、イスの神の神ともし立て祭り、よよかむ宝を持ちて、ゆるずのもののために、古びの神ごとも、しかしなした家の古の御ために、神と敬い立て祭り、すめみことおもらじ、おとろその神たけきを持ちて、いつぎに使い祭りとも、おののびの神の社、雨がした、やりずのものの手声なりいてんもとかむ宝は、いわゆる、おきつ鏡。平津鏡、やつけの剣、ひく玉、たる玉、わかるか石の玉、しいか石の玉、おろちのひれ、はちのひれ、くすくすのもののひれ、さらにとけすの神、ひのいきのと、ひのいひのと、土のい土のと、かのいかのと、水のい水のと、ひふみよいむなやこと。にのとふれべゆらとゆら。かしたてまつれことのよしをもちて、平らきくきこしますと、命長く子孫はね、時はかきわに、守りたまい、先はいたまい、かじたてまつり、人生寿命死にきかじ。 高天張にかむずまります。カメラに、カメラみのみこともして、すめみ、おえかめ、いずなぎの、かみつくしの、いむくの、たちばなの、おうの、あうぎかはるに、みそぎ、はらい、たまいし、ときに、ありませる。はらいどの、おかみたち、もろもろのまがことつみかいるよ。はらいたばいきよめたまいと、おすことでよしよ。浜つかみ、急につかみ、や、よりずの神たちともに引っ越しますと、かしこみかしこみもます。高天はりにかむずまります。カメラぎ、カメラみのこともして、すめみ、おえかめ。いずなぎの神つくしの、ひむくの、たちばなの、ほんの、あうぎがはりに、いそぎ、はらい、たまいし、ときに、ありませる。ただいどの狼たち、もろもろのまがことつみかえるよ。払いたまい清めたまいと回すことによしよ。あまつかみ、急につかみ、や、やるずの神たちともに引っ越します。かしこみかしこみも回さ。たかあまはりにかむずまります。かむらぎ、かむらみのみことまして。すめみ、おえかめ。いざなぎの神つくしのひまけの立ちぱねのほどの青きかはるにみそぎはらいたまいしときにありまする。はないどのお神たちものもののまげごとつみかえり。はらいたまい清めたまいど回すことのよしよ。あまつかみ、急につかみ。や、よるずの神たちともに引っ越します。かしこみかしこみもまおす。と神、えみたも、看護師、そうにかんだっけ、払いとまい清めたも。 があまはりにかまずまります。かむろぎ、かむろみのみこともして、すめみ、おやかめ、いずなぎのかみつくしのひむくの、立ちばなのほどのあおぎかはりに、みそぎ、はらい、たまいし、ときに、ありませる。はらいどの狼たち、もろもろのまがごとつみがいるよ。はらいたまいきやめたまいと申すことのよしよ。天つかみ、国つかみ、よりずの神たちともに引こしますと、かしこみかしこみも申す。ただあまはりにかむずまります。かむろき、かむろみのみこともして、すめみ、おやかむ、いずなぎの神つくしのひむくの立ちばらのほどのあぎがはるに、みそき、はらい、たまいし、ときに、ありませる。はらいどの狼たち、もろもろのまがことつみかえるよ。はらいたまいきやめたまいと申すことのよしよ。天つかみ、国つかみ、よりずの神たちともに引こしますと、かしこみかしこみも申す。たかあまはりにかむずまります。かむろき、かむろみのみこともして、すめみ、おやかむ、いざなぎの神つくしのひむくの立ちばなのほどのあぎがはるに、みそぎ、はらい、たまいし、ときに、ありませる。はらいどの狼たち、もろもろのまがごとつみかいるよ。はらいたまいきやめたまいと申すことのよしよ。天つかみ、国つかみ、よりずの神たちともに引こしますと、かしこみかしこみも申す。かんながらたまちやませ。かんながらたまちやませ。かんながらたまちやませ。Okay, how was that, everyone? I remind you, please donate. If you book a session, please book a session. Those are very much needed. I have to buy plane tickets. So I could continue to carry out my role as the great purifier. Apparently. You're welcome, Max. You don't get an answer, Sam. The answer was the question. Well, I mean, it says, oh gosh, I don't know if I should read this to you guys. I'm actually in shock. It says, yeah, so there's one, the age, great, first of the great age of purification, Oharai no Yo, shape of prophecy. After centuries of spirit pollution, a practitioner rises who can wash both the land and the human heart, pulling hidden impurities to the surface so society can begin again. 2. Returning Light of Amaterasu, Source, Medieval Ise and Kumano, Pilgrimage Sermons, Edo period oracle books, such as the Koshin Gojitsu. Shape of Amaterasu's radiance withdrawals during ages of social darkness, then returns through an unexpected vessel who carries her fire beyond imperial borders. And I'll put the links somewhere where you can, I think there's some translations. Miroku Air, Shape of Prophecy. Before the advert of Miroku, a forerunner breaks old thought forms, exposes false healers, and reminds people that divinity flows through practice rather than doctrine. So those are the three. Yeah, I mean, take with it. Oh yeah, there's definitely things being cleared off. Good, Spidey. Yeah, I mean, it's a document, June advertise. So I need to focus on service. In these prophecies, a practitioner will arise with the ability to wash away. Yeah. This figure's this figure's work isn't a one-time dramatic event, but a drawn-out process. Hidden evils and impurities are gradually pulled to the surface of society so they can be recognized and purged. Uh, this is would return to Earth through an unexpected vessel. Unlike the traditional expectation that Amitabha's power is channeled exclusively through the imperial family or shrine priests, this prophecy suggested her brightness would re-emerge beyond the usual imperial borders. Edo period oracle books expanded on this idea. They described a chosen individual who would carry this fire or spiritual authority outside the established center of power. This person would be paradoxically both uchi and soto, meaning they would have an inner connection to Amaterasu in Japan's spiritual heritage, yet stand outside the orthodox institutions, the court, the shrine, heresy, and even outside Japan itself. Rather than a heptarity priest or emperor, the vessel is a bridge figure, someone who brings to the tradition spirituality, but operates as an outsider, bringing Amaterasu's light to those who would not otherwise receive it. So in the Miyako era, a common thread in these movements is the belief that before the glorious era of Miyako arrives, a forerunner figure appears to prepare the way. This pathetic forerunner is described as someone who breaks apart old or rigid thought forms and exposes fraudulent or misguided spiritual practices. In other words, they challenge both religious dogma and the false healers or false prophets misleading the people. This person refocuses people's attention on the living spirit and practical rather than empty doctrine. The teachings say that divinity flows through sincere practice, direct experience, and personal virtue, not merely through memorized dogma or lavish rituals. Such a figure would remind everyone that the sacred is accessible in everyday life and personal cultivation. By doing so, they effectively reset the spiritual landscape to be ready for Ryudoku's advent. These texts also caution the forerunner will face strong resistance, established religious authorities, clergy invested in the old order will oppose them, and many seekers who are addicted to flashy miracles or easy salvation will reject the forerunner's simpler, practice-based approach. Imagine that. Despite the backlash, this iconoclastic precursor persists in clearing the ground for a more genuine spiritual era. Okay, I gotta do my homework. Uh, Honestly, Michio, I don't think that sakaki or sake or any of these things are needed. I mean, no, I shouldn't say that. When you're starting out, it helps ground things. So you can use sakaki, but I think you're already um, not needing that. Like tools are only for when you're starting out. Great, Tracy. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you didn't miss anything, John. So don't worry. The prophecies also said that I need to lay off sarcasm. I kid you not. They're like, do not be sarcastic because they're warnings from me, like directly, or the person that's talking about. It doesn't mention any names, but it says like sarcasm could like hurt someone. Um, like pause before you say something because it can hurt someone more than what's been pulled out. So I have to, be careful. And instead, I'll just talk about Jerry Sargent. I'll I'll just, when I ever feel out the urge to that, I'll just be like, yeah, just stay away from that guy. He sucks. And stay away from that dude who's trying to get you to can high on mushrooms too. Can you believe my mushrooms video only has less than 200 views? That's so disappointing. I spent a good amount of time on that. It's like you do something, you hope that people see it. Then like no one sees it, then it's like it's like why did I put all the time in it? I mean, it's fun to bake, right? Everyone's quiet. I guess you're all rushing to that, donation link or button. Yeah, yeah. I mean, because it's like, so what was I gonna say? Um, 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 I guess that's it. I guess when I'm at a loss for words and no one's talking in the chat, it's time to end the stream. And no donations today. That's okay. Maybe tomorrow will be better. So, what are James about? Uh, uh, I don't know. I don't know what James are about. Maybe they're about maybe problem solving. That's my guess. I don't know the answer to that. Yeah, but I can't do that because sometimes it comes across as way too mean. And it's not like I do it too much. Anyway, Probably. Anyway, guys, I gotta go. It's already 2 a.m. Man, I'm never gonna finish this schoolwork. Oh, I can't wait to get out of here. It's just like doesn't end. All right, bye, guys.